Hello my dear students, welcome to one more amazing session from Infinity Learn NEET YouTube channel. This is Suresh, faculty of chemistry. How are you all doing? So आज हम चर्चा करने वाला है smart tricks to remember reactions and the mechanisms. So all the students preparing for NEET examination has some kind of ambiguity about the organic chemistry. In the organic chemistry you will be learning various Now, bachcho, can you all able to hear me? Can see me? Just give me confirmation because some technical glitch is there. Blur కనిపిస్తుంది కదా? So, bachcho, please confirm technical glitch is over. Can you all able to hear me? Please give me confirmation, bachcho. Those who are online, please like the session and please let me know. This is a live interactive session. I want you guys do charting so that I am going to check the interface. You are all able to hear me, can see me, right? Well, my dear students, when you are doing organic chemistry, what is the best we can do? We can do the reaction mechanisms and the named reactions. You want to check how far you are good at organic chemistry. That can be done by using reaction conversions. These conversions can improvise your skills and also do multiple choice questions so that you will be doing the look alike options also you can take it out. So I want to say first trick to understand and memorize the organic chemistry is prepare a flashcard. Named reaction flashcards. So what is the flashcard here? You take a small piece of paper and one side you write the name of the reaction and its a description. The other side you are going to write the reaction. So hardly 25 named reactions are there in the chemistry. You just take these 25 flashcards. Every day you just revise these flashcards. And आज का सेशन में हम चर्चा करने वाले हैं ये flashcard का जो named reaction है ये देखना है and special reagents. Whenever you go for any kind of organic chemistry mechanisms or reactions, more focus will be given on the basis of Grignard reagent. All the reactions that are involved with Grignard reagent and lithium aluminum hydride, and also we see SN1 reaction, SN2 reaction, competition between SN1 and SN2 and E1, E2, E1, CB, and all the things we are going to see from the same session. And get ready the list of the named reactions that we're going to see. So I'm not going anywhere out of the textbook, my dear children. Stick on to the textbook because in 2025 NEET also based on named reactions 2 questions has been asked. Stephen reduction, reaction with Grignard reagent, Rosenman reduction, and every reaction list I want to give you. So stay tuned, take a note and take a note paper, pen and pencil and write the reactions along with me. First I want to present you alphabetical order. Finkelstein reaction. This Finkelstein reaction, it is especially meant for preparing for the alkyl halides. Here it could be alkyl chloride, fluoride or bromide. So this is a halogen exchange reaction. In the Finkelstein reaction, you are going to say especially NaI you can use and acetone. So what happened? You are going to get in the place of iodine. Higher halide is prepared from the lower halide. So already one halogen is explained. The halogen is substituted by another halogen, it follows SN2 mechanism. What is the role of the acetone here? The byproduct that you are going to see, NaI is going to be insoluble in the presence of NaI being, NaCl is being ionic, it is going to be insoluble in acetate, ताकि इसका product recover करना आसानी काम है. So this name mode reaction can give you impact on conversion in various ways. So moving ahead, all the name mode reactions, all benzene reactions, all Grignard reactions, and all mechanisms we will discuss in the short span of time. So look at here, one more reaction, Schwarz reaction. It is also a halogen exchange reaction where you are going to see the halide is replaced with a fluoride. Any chlorinating agent you can use it, and usually it is done by using aqueous media. Generally you use AgF, AgF being ionic soluble in aqueous media, so that it follows SN1 mechanism. No worries, I am going to help you how to handle the SN1 and SN2 reactions. आगे slides में आपको मिलेगा. And the other one, Boltzmann reaction, everybody knows this reaction, but you don't know this reaction name, but it is there in the NCERT. And you see, whenever aniline is treated with HNO2 first reagent and 2 HBF4, what is the meaning of this 1 and 2? So this is the method of at least understanding the question. So what happened, aniline, it is going to give you benzene diazonium chloride and it is treated with HBF4. So this is the step 1 का जो reagent है, ये दूसरा step का reagent है. It is going to give you diazonium BF4, and just it is heat and expressed into the light. Just expose it to light, so the fluorine is going to be formed and side product is going to be BF3 and it is going to be nitrogen. So fluorobenzene, the fluorobenzene is prepared by this method. You can't prepare iodobenzene or fluorobenzene directly, you have to use this method for preparation of fluorobenzene. You can chlorinate the benzene, you can brominate the benzene, but you can't fluorinate the benzene, you can't iodinate the benzene directly. So certain limitations also you need to know, bacho. So I am going to give you noteworthy points, write it directly in your notebook that benzene direct fluorination is not permitted, direct iodination is not permitted. You can just directly chlorinate it and brominate it. 5 golden reactions of benzene में आपको सीखा जाएगा बच्चों. और एक कार्बोलामिन reaction, this is actually a test for primary amine, जो भी ये aromatic amine होगा और aliphatic amine भी हो सकता. You can see primary aliphatic or primary aromatic amine when it is reacted with CHCl3 and KOH. The mixture of chloroform and KOH, where you are going to see only 2 times you are going to see in the chemistry, in the organic chemistry. Riemer-Tiemann reaction, chloroform plus KOH, carbalamine reaction, you are going to see this mixture. So only 2 times. So the similarity in the reactions you can just find it. And attacking reagent in this reaction is going to be dichlorocarbene. So NEET में ऐसा क्वेश्चंस आने का संभावना है. This is called dichlorocarbene. Of course, this carbalamine reaction, the primary amines is going to react with chloroform and potassium hydroxide or sodium hydroxide. You are going to see isocyanide. Isocyanates are also called as isonitriles. You have very unpleasant smell. Of course, this smell we don't smell it even in the laboratory because cyanides and isocyanates are deadly poisonous. Observation of this unpleasant smell, offensive smell, it gives a test for primary amine. It may be alkyl amines or it may be aromatic primary amines. Secondary and tertiary amines do not give this test, bacho. And I am giving you the reaction, I am giving the limitations, and I am giving you the uses in the reaction in the NEET examination, and I am giving you the important point where you are going to see and comparison between the other reactions. So stay tuned, bacho. You all attend this class in the live session, and if you have any doubt, please ask in the chat box, and please like the session and share with your friends. subscribe to Infinity Learn NEET YouTube channel. And if you have any doubts, use the chat box and you can ask a doubt. And we are going to rise our knowledge with your Infinity Learn NEET YouTube channel. And आगे आने वाले can is zero reaction. एक चीज ख्याल में रखना, you have aldehydes or carbonyls. If this aldehyde has alpha hydrogen in it, it undergo aldol condensation. If no alpha hydrogen in it, it undergo can-is-zero reaction. So like that you learn it. आज का session जो है ना, topic क्या, you have to learn the methods and mechanisms and tricks in the organic chemistry. So I can simply put the can-is-zero reaction, display the can-is-zero reaction, write the can-is-zero reaction. ये can-is-zero reaction इस्तेमाल करना कैसे? You can say an aldehyde without alpha hydrogen, if it is heated with concentrated alkali, you are going to undergo self-oxidation and reduction, and it gives, when aldehyde oxidized, you are going to give an acid. An aldehyde reduced, it is going to give an alcohol. So it is a disproportionation reaction, self-oxidation and reduction. उसमें क्या चीज, aldehyde and ketone. And if you see here, if you see examination में ये benzaldehyde दे सकता and formaldehyde भी दे सकता, what you are going to say? One is going to be oxidized, another one is going to be reduced. Which is oxidized? The one which is more reactive towards the nucleophilic substitution reaction is going to be oxidized. So this is more reactive, so that HCOOH is formed and this is going to be reduced, CH2OH is formed. So this is called self can-is-zero reaction, that is called crossed can-is-zero reaction, intermolecular can-is-zero reaction. Bachcho, you have intramolecular can-is-zero reaction. You can see this is called glyoxal. अरे रिएक्शंस में कहां से निकाल सकते हैं ग्लायोक्सल? अल्काइंस जो है ना, you can say CH triple bond CH, it is an alkyne. When it is treated with HgSO4 and H2SO4 diluted, so it is going to give rise to glyoxal. Or otherwise you can say, you can go for ozonolysis simply. You are going to see ozonolysis. And now two aldehyde groups are there. इसका पास कुछ अल्फा हाइड्रोजन नहीं है, आगे इसका सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड ऐड करो, थोड़ा सा हीटिंग भी कर सकते हैं, सो ताकि आपका एक ग्रुप ऑक्सीडाइज हो जाएगा, एक दूसरा ग्रुप रिड्यूस कर जाना, so that you are going to see COOH and it is going to get CH2OH. So this is called intramolecular can-is-zero reaction. ये जो बड़ा बड़ा जो reactions है ना, छोटा छोटा करके सीखो. And you see this reaction and you see this reaction. This reaction you learned from the grade 11. This reaction you learned from the grade 12. Like that you can see the end of the can-is-zero reaction. And this can-is-zero reaction is very important and it follows the third order reaction. And H minus shift is the rate determining step. Okay, so like that you can have direct questions. NEET examination is torturing like anything nowadays. NEET examination questions are going to be asked to explore your analytical abilities. So simply a reaction retta मार के जाएंगे ना, it don't work. So you just try to indulge into the reaction and see all its applications. That is the way you need to learn. आगे बढ़ना थोड़ा सा Clemmensen reduction. Clemmensen reduction and Wolff-Kishner reduction दोनों का purpose एक ही होगा. So this Clemmensen reduction, you see, when carbonyl is reduced in the presence of Hg, zinc, amalgam and concentrated HCl. So you are going to reduce this to form an alkane part. You can also use PDC, but NCERT का हिसाब से ये इस्तेमाल करो. And only benzylic ketones are fully reduced by alkanes here. And other one is ETAR reaction. Aromatic aldehydes can be prepared by this method. And toluene, when it is treated with chromyl chloride, CrO to Cl2 is called chromyl chloride. This chromyl chloride, where did you get? When sodium chloride is treated with concentrated H2SO4, directly you are going to get the red vapors of chromyl chloride D and F block elements. And you recall that CrO to Cl2 in the examination, in the textbook CS2 is given. जैसा आप देख रहे हैं ना, wherever you see CS2, it is only solvent. इसका कुछ reaction नहीं होगा. And you're going to see a chromium complex. A chromium complex is very important. And in the multiple choice question, the intermediate formed in this reaction, intermediate compound formed in this reaction. Okay, this is the structure, and benzene CHOCrOHCl2 twice. And based on this, you see NCERT micro level study is also important. So I strongly recommend you take a pencil and underline the important aspects of the NCERT book and write a noteworthy lines around this NCERT, and also solve every question present, especially in the NCERT of the organic chemistry. Hi Sri, that is a super important point, never leave it. And this is a very very important, ताकि इसका आगे हाइड्रोलाइज करने तो आपको बेंजाल्डिहाइड मिलेगा. This reaction is popularly used to convert benzene to toluene to benzaldehyde. How do you get toluene? Benzene is Friedel-Crafts alkylation, methyl chloride AlCl3. You are going to get, hi Bhargav Pillai, how are you? I am fine, thank you. At least you are chatting with us. And ask doubts. Not only simply saying, hi sir, okay, I will be very happy if you ask doubts. है ना? आगे बढ़ना. So, अगर कुछ doubt है ना तो पूछना. So, आगे बढ़ता है इसका Friedel-Crafts reaction. You have 5 golden reactions of benzene. I am going to show you after this. And in these 5 golden reactions, you are going to see the Friedel-Crafts alkylation. When benzene is treated with methyl chloride, isopropyl chloride, you can say CH3, CH2, CH2Cl and AlCl3, you are going to get alkylation, and CH3, CH2, CO, Cl. Acyl chloride, you are going to get a acylated benzene. And in that, carbocation is formed as an intermediate where rearrangement takes place and polyalkylation takes place. Here, carbocation is not formed, acylinium is formed and rearrangement is not takes place, and further polyacylation will not take place. Bhargav, I want to say, Friedel-Crafts alkylation, ring is getting activated, polyalkylation takes place, and Friedel-Crafts acylation, polyacylation do not take place. That is the difference between the Friedel-Crafts acylation, Friedel-Crafts alkylation. Bachcho, and moving ahead, Gabriel-Thallamide synthesis. It is the best method for the preparation of primary aliphatic amines. Siri, you can see this is what is called thallamide. So, thalic acid का जो amide है ना, and जो hydrogen है ना, this is the key point, and this is acidic in nature. ताकि ये KOH के react करके ये K plus N minus is going to be formed. So, it is a very good nucleophile beta, and this is going to undergo SN2 reaction. This is SN2 reaction. So, N-alkyl thallamide is formed. And this N-alkyl thallamide, na, it is going to react with aqueous sodium hydroxide. You see, this is a structure. Hydrolysis करने का वक्त में you have to break the bond here. जब bond break करते हैं ना, yes, your explanation is really so good. I'm understanding very well, Siri. Thank you very much. Thank you for your compliments and expecting doubts from you. So, being a teacher, I really enjoy when I clarify the doubts with the students. Agree? Now, you can see, whenever the trick to hydrolyze this, hydrolysis means water is going and breaking the bond. Water means, with your permission, I can write hydrogen plus here, OH minus here. ये बॉन्ड का हिसाब से, ये बॉन्ड का हिसाब से, और एक है हाइड्रोजन प्लस हियर OH माइनस हियर, है ना। सो दैट आर COOH बन गया, COOH बन गया, सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड के साथ ये साल्ट फॉर्म हो गया, एंड RNH2, so primary amine is formed. This is the best method to form the primary amines. बच्चों, it cannot be used for the aromatic, it cannot be, it is used alkyl primary amines only, but not for aromatic amines. Can somebody tell me the reason why? In the NEET examination, जो भी कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जामिनेशन, इसका वजह से यू आर गोइंग टू गेट अ क्वेश्चंस, ये आर वैल्यू का हिसाब से जो अमीन का स्ट्रक्चर निकालना, इफ यू नो दिस रिएक्शन यू कैन डू इट. आजकल नीट एग्जामिनेशन में एनालिटिकल अप्रोच देखने का कोशिश कर रहा हूं. सो एनालिसिस में आपका एसर्शन मिलेगा एंड रीजनिंग क्वेश्चंस. हाँ, यस, ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री से एसर्शन रीजनिंग क्वेश्चंस भी आ सकता. कैसे आ सकता? एनिलीन, कैन यू प्रिपेयर एनिलीन बाय दिस मेथड? Gabriel-Talmate synthesis? ना. Aniline is not prepared by Gabriel-Talmate synthesis. What could be the appropriate reason? Siri and 𝒑𝒂𝒊𝒕. And those students who are online, please let me know. Let me know. Yes, this can be done. क्योंकि रीजन में if you have to use haloarin, chlorobenzene do not undergo SN2 reaction, because this reaction is SN2. In order to prepare aniline, you have to use the chlorobenzene instead here, but chlorobenzene do not undergo SN2 reaction. So that is the reason for this question. When you study the equation, you simply don't by heart the equation as it is, rather you understand the reaction. A reaction का limitation क्या, ये reaction का application क्या कर सकता है इसका, क्या नहीं कर सकता. You have to learn it. Otherwise, organic chemistry is going to be simply potentially damaging. And it is very important to know the limitations as well. बच्चों, any doubt, Suresh? And you can see Gatterman reaction. Talking about the Gatterman reaction, and this is your benzene diazonium chloride. When it is treated with the copper and HCl, just like Sandmeyer reaction. Thank you. And you are going to get chlorobenzene. What makes the difference between the Sandmeyer reaction and Gatterman reaction? Sandmeyer reaction, you use Cu2Cl2, and this is what is called Sandmeyer. And if you use copper and HCl, this is Gatterman. But the yield of the Sandmeyer reaction is going to be more as compared to the Gatterman reaction. Immediately you know this Gatterman name is so dangerous. Why this Gatterman name is so dangerous? Because Gatterman reaction अलग है, Gatterman-Koch reaction भी अलग है. This is your Gatterman-Koch reaction and this is your Gatterman reaction. Okay, let's see what is Gatterman-Koch reaction. Benzene is treated with CO and HCl in the presence of CuCl and AlCl3, going to get benzaldehyde. That is called Gatterman-Koch reaction. Okay, so If you organize everything in front of you, you can do the best. Hey, Kina Siri, Bhargav Pillai, come on. Now moving ahead, Riemann-Tiemann reaction. Again, we discussed chloroform and KOH is added to phenol. You're going to get phenol when treated with the chloroform and sodium hydroxide. You are going to get an intermediate compound. This intermediate compound is important and it will be asked in the NEET examination. And this is further hydrolyzed so that these two Cl2 will be 2 OH group, 2 OH groups on the same carbon atom, geminal diol, never stable. So they are going to dehydrate to form an aldehyde, and further acid workout to give rise orthohydroxybenzaldehyde. This is otherwise called salicylaldehyde. And उसमें आपका intermediate क्या होगा? फिर भी डाइक्लोरोकार्बिन. That's a very important reaction. And you see, if you use, instead of CHCl3, if you use CCl4, जो end product होगा ना, salicylic acid बनेगा. This is your salicylic acid. Both are there from the NCERT. You have to see. Check CHCl3 is given or CCl4 is given in the examination. You are all preparing for your dream medical college, and that can be done easily by using this method. Yes, perfect. That's for you. Riemann-Tiemann reaction, RTR. It is quite helpful in the various conversions beta. And you have the Rosenman reduction. Rosenman reduction, acid chloride when it is treated with PDBaSO4 in the presence of quinoline as a solvent, you are going to get its corresponding aldehyde. So what happened? This chlorine is an electronegative atom, is replaced with this hydrogen. Now chlorine is replaced with hydrogen, acid chloride is converted into aldehyde. So that is the vision you need to have for the preparation of the organic chemistry reaction mechanisms. Mechanism means don't simply put the arrow mark here and there and get yourself lost somewhere. But it is a simple trick that can make you to understand this reaction. बच्चों और एक चीज है, एग्जामिनेशन में PDBaSO4 दिया, catalytic poison. ये जो BaSO4 है ना, and it prevent the further reduction of C double bond O, catalytic poison. अब कभी कभी कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट भी इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं in place of BaSO4. This is otherwise called Rosenman catalyst or Lindlar's catalyst. If we use it for control hydrogenation, you say it is a Lindlar's catalyst. If you use it here, Rosenman reduction, you can say Rosenman catalyst. And उसमें कभी कभी आपको solvent भी दिखा देता है, quinoline. Quinoline structure भी दे सकते हैं. Don't worry, quinoline simply a solvent. Are you getting or not? Clear? Any doubt? So, moving ahead, bachcho. Sandmeyer reaction, we already learned. Benzene diazonium chloride, when it is treated with CuCl, you are going to see the formation of halobenzene. Or also you can say CuBr or CuCN भी इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं. You are going to get chlorobenzene, bromobenzene, cyanobenzene. And this reaction is called as Sandmeyer reaction. Contrast to that, Gattermann reaction. Gattermann कॉच अलग है. So when you learn, organize it. If you just see the list of the reactions, you see the list, yes, this reaction, this reaction, this reaction, gone. But when to use the reaction, what to use the reaction. And that is a super important point, bachcho. And Stephen reduction. All the reactions in alphabetical order I am giving you. Okay. Are you writing along with me, Siri? Those students who are online, please let me know. Any doubts? Moving ahead, it is a cyanide. This is a cyanide or nitrile when it is treated with SN2, SnCl2, HCl. SnHCl is different, SnCl2, HCl is different. Okay, and SnHCl, nitro is converted into amino. SnCl2, HCl, it is going to be a Stephen reduction. So you are going to get a amino compound and it gives you finally an aldehyde. This reaction is called as a Stephen reduction. Rather, you can see cyanobenzene, when it is treated with SnCl2 and HCl and directly hydrolyze it, second step, and you are going to see benzaldehyde. Convert benzene to benzaldehyde by n number of methods. You can do it. And this is about the Stephen reduction. Moving ahead, Williamson ether synthesis. This is my favorite reaction. If somebody asks me, what is your favorite chapter in the organic chemistry? I say ethers. Because this is the simplest chapter, point number 1. Why? Because सिर्फ दो ही reactions है. Preparation में Williamson ether synthesis. Properties में reaction with HI. HX. चाहे इसका HCl होगा, HBr होगा, HI होगा. Use HI. With 2 reactions from the ethers, you can crack this chapter and you are going to get 1 question from this chapter. 4 marks will be in your pocket. Believe it? Yes. So, it is your Williamson synthesis. Alkyl halide, when it is treated with sodium alkoxide, it undergo perfect SN2 reaction to gives rise ether. And this is important one. Only primary alkyl halides can be used, or if possible secondary alkyl halides can be used. And tertiary alkyl halides do not give the Williamson ether synthesis because it prefer to undergo elimination rather substitution reaction. समझ में रहे क्या बच्चों? Any doubt? Clear? What if CH3, CH3 and CH3 and Cl is treated with CH3 ONA? What if the reverse, CH3 and CH3 and CH3 ONA react with CH3Cl? It undergo SN2 reaction. So directly attack here and the tertiary butyl group forms an ether. It is a Williamson synthesis, but it prefers elimination. It prefers elimination so that you're going to see the formation of CH2 double bond CCH3. Okay, that is a very, very, very important point. Conditions. This is the condition elimination होगा, this is the condition SN2 होगा. SN2 versus elimination. बच्चों, moving ahead, the other one, Wolff-Kishner reduction. It is the same as a Clemmensen reduction, but you have to use NH2, NH2, N2H4 in the KOH. You are going to see a carbonyl is converted into alkane. And what makes the difference between the Clemmensen reduction and Wolff-Kishner reduction? सिर्फ reagent ही नहीं है, conditions भी बदलते हैं. Clemmensen reduction is used in the acidic conditions. Wolff-Kishner reduction is used in the basic condition. चाहे इसका जो reaction में, this is the reagent, you can say. So this is Wolff-Kishner reduction, and this is going to be Clemmensen reduction. Purpose is same, but if any group that is present acid sensitive, this OH group is an acid sensitive now, this will not react with the Clemmensen reagent, so that C double bond O gone, you are going to retain this. But this OH is sensitive to acid, so this HCl is going to replace. So the product that you are going to get here, it is going to be Cl. Reagent changes, the product also changes, conditions changes. So this is how you need to just manipulate the things. So in order to manipulate, you need to have a command. A command बनने के लिए mind these reactions in the mind like organized way. बच्चों, make a flashcard. Simply take a piece of paper, one side, front side you write the name of the reaction and the description. The back side of this is going to write the reaction and its limitation. Bus. Every day, every week, periodically you just see front side, back side, front side, back side. बार बार ऐसा करने तो definitely you are going to be so awesome in application of the organic chemistry. So 33% of the paper for the NEET examination, you can handle it so easily if you have the command on the organic chemistry. And I also mentioned in the previous classes like physical chemistry में handle करना कैसे है. अरे इनऑर्गेनिक भी ऐसे हैंडल कर सकता हूँ. एक सेशन में करना चाहता हूँ टोटल सारे के सारे इनऑर्गेनिक एक्सेप्शंस. When I was taking a class, I asked a student, what is chemistry? मैं सोच रहा है कि chemistry inception देके chemistry is the study of chemical reactions. I want to take the class somewhere, but the student is given a weird, surprising answer. Chemistry is a collection of all exceptions, sir. Yes, it is true. ये exceptions निकाल के आगे बढ़ना कैसे? We'll see, and I'm going to schedule one class based on that, and you will do the best. है ना? Please like this session and share with your friends. Subscribe to Infinity Learn NEET YouTube channel. I'm here, Dr. Suresh, Faculty of Chemistry, to teach you all parts of chemistry to make you to be a NEET achiever and a NEET topper as well. Yes, you guys says सिर्फ YouTube classes लेके आप NEET निकाल सकते हैं. अरे NEET निकाल सकते हैं. You can be topper also. We proved it from the NEET channel from the Infinity Learn. In 2024, 2025, n number of students, directly we contacted them and they are entering into the medical college. And 2 students, they are having medical admission, they had a medical admission yesterday. And MCC 3 level and 3rd stage में आपका निकला. And those students who are there with us in Infinity Learn, they are in the top 10 ranking, all India ranking as well. So never underestimate NEET YouTube channels and the content from the Infinity Learn. My dear students, if you want to have this kind of super awesome lessons, you need to go to a coaching center, travel in this traffic, and you have to pay lot of money. But here you can simply sit at home and you can enjoy these lessons for free of cost. So traveling time and coaching fees, everything is saved, right? So my dear students, we are not expecting anything. हम बच्चों के लिए कुछ भला करने का कोशिश कर रहा हूँ. आप भी थोड़ा भला कर सकते हैं. क्या कर सकते हैं? Simply attend our live sessions and like the session, share with your friends. उन लोगों को भी फायदा होना चाहिए. And subscribe to Infinity Learn NEET YouTube channel. Okay, आगे बढ़ना. And this is Wurtz reaction. Wurtz reaction, when alkyl halides is treated with sodium in dry ether, you're going to see the formation of higher alkanes. Methane cannot be prepared by this method. Methane you can't prepare. This is a coupling reaction. And you can't make odd number containing alkanes. If you want to make odd number containing alkanes, product is formed, but alkanes are having close boiling point values. So product जो mixture separate करना बहुत मुश्किल है. That's the reason why I always say Wood's reaction is only prepared for symmetrical even number carbon containing alkane, but not odd. Okay, moving ahead, Hoffman bromamide reaction, or this is also called as Hoffman degradation, and this is nothing but when acid amide is treated with Br2 in the presence of sodium hydroxide, you heat it, you are going to get an primary amine. So bachcho, what is the importance of this? It is Hoffman bromamide reaction or Hoffman degradation. चाहे इसका n नंबर कार्बन होगा, जो प्रोडक्ट में n-1 नंबर कार्बन एटम फॉर्म होगा, and to form that, ruthlessly remove this oxygen and make a bond. So you got it, CH3, CO is removed, no? CO is removed, right? And you got CH3 and H2. You got CO is removed, no? You got its amide. That is the best way. And this reaction is extensively used for descending conversions. So एक कार्बन नंबर डिक्रीज करने का इन जो रिएक्शंस होता है ना, यहाँ पर इस्तेमाल करो ये वाला. एंड मूविंग अहेड, हैलोफॉर्म रिएक्शन. कंडीशन क्या? Haloform reaction is a chemical reaction that produces haloforms by halogenating methylaldehyde or methyl ketone in the presence of a base. And you can see any structure having this methyl ketones, conditions to show haloform. So any compound having a methyl ketone, any compound is having secondary methyl alcohol and also CH3, CH2OH, ethanol. Ethanol is the only primary alcohol gives this haloform reaction, iodoform reaction. You can use NaOH plus I2, or you can use NaOI or NaOX, you can say. You are going to get the product as CH3. It is a test for a methyl ketone. How do you distinguish 2-pentanone and 3-pentanone? So 2-pentanone gives iodoform test, 3-pentanone do not give iodoform test. है ना? Clear? Any doubt? So आगे आपको reaction charts भी देखना है. After haloform, you can say Hell-Wohlhard-Jelinski reaction. This is my favorite reaction. Alpha carbon of the carboxylic acid is going to be halogenated. What is alpha carbon? The carbon, this is a carboxylic acid. This carbon is called alpha carbon. So the hydrogen present on the alpha carbon is alpha hydrogen. The alpha hydrogen is going to be halogenated when treated with halogen in the presence of red phosphorus. You can use chlorine in the presence of red phosphorus. Can't use white phosphorus? Red phosphorus is used because red phosphorus is relatively less reactive, you can handle it. Okay, so alpha halo product is formed. It has a lot of synthetic application. It has a lot of synthetic application. My dear children, you can see what is the application for this. CH3, COOH. Now it is treated with chlorine in the presence of red phosphorus. You are going to get CH2, NaCl and you have COOH. Now this can be hydrolyzed so that chlorine is replaced with OH, CH and COOH. Alpha hydroxy carboxylic acid is formed. It can be treated with ammonia. You are going to see NH2, CH2, COOH. कहीं देखा ये कंपाउंड को? It is your amino acid बच्चों, glycine. Glycine. Glycine is the first amino acid you might have seen, optically inactive. Let us talk about CH3, CH2 and COOH, propanoic acid. Propanoic acid, when it is treated with Cl2 in the red phosphorus, Helpline-Connect reaction. Alpha hallucination takes place. CH3, CHCl and COOH. Now this I want to make it hydrolyzed. Simply add sodium hydroxide or simply add NH3. I want to see here CH3 and CH and COOH, and this is your lactic acid, optically active. D and L mixture, optically active D and L mixture. And also if you use NH3, you got CH3 and CH and NH2, alpha amino acid, alpha amino propanoic acid. You know this is alanine, 20 different amino acids are there now. There are 20 different amino acids are there in the protein, and this is the one. And we are handling the compounds. These are important compounds. And certain structures of the important compounds you need to know. And so far we have seen this is the application of HVZ reaction, Helpline-Connect reaction. And every named reaction has its own applications. You work on that. When you work on the named reactions, maximum of the conversions are connected. Never by heart it. Learn, and it should be there in your mind. You all preparing for NEET examination, क्या करने के लिए? To enter into your dream medical college, है कि ना? So ये निकालने के लिए, you just do hard work with stress free, in organized way, in the smart way, okay, so that preparation itself also should give enjoyment. And finally, what I say, result is your byproduct, dear. Result is your byproduct. Do you believe that, Siri? When you do a smart work and a blend of hard work, result is a byproduct. And moving ahead, I want to talk about some reagents and some reaction mechanisms as well. In the reagent, if somebody asks me what is your favorite reagent, I say Grignard reagent. And this is your Grignard reagent? Yes. And this is your Grignard reagent. And it is the Grignard reagent, bachcho. Grignard reagent is R minus Mg express. When alkyl halide, yeah, Pillai, where did you go? Again, hi sir, doubt sir. Okay, when alkyl halide is reacted with magnesium in the presence of dry ether, you are going to get alkyl magnesium halide. This is what is called as a Grignard reagent. You know, जो कार्बन है ना, इसका इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी 2.5 and magnesium है ना, इसका इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी 1.3 के आसपास में है. So the difference between this electronegativity 1.2 आसपास में मिलेगा, and which gives this bond between the carbon and this magnesium is organometallic compound is considerably significantly a polar. Hi Bhargav, and because of this polarity it can form a carbon minus carbanion, so that जब Grignard reagent दिमाग में आता है ना, you can say it is an excellent base, Grignard reagent or MgX. So this is your excellent base. And it is a good nucleophile. What is the meaning of a base and a nucleophile? A base is a species which attack at H plus, which react with H plus. A nucleophile is a species which react with, which attack at positively charged carbon. So this statement can implement these many reactions. Look at this. Grignard reagent is going to react with a formaldehyde followed by hydrolysis gives rise to primary alcohol. Grignard reagent react with any aldehyde other than formaldehyde gives rise to secondary alcohol. Grignard reagent is going to react with a ketone, further hydrolysis gives rise a tertiary alcohol. So Grignard reagent makes you to prepare primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, tertiary alcohol. Everybody take a screenshot of this. I will tell you how to use this. And in the Telegram channel, I am going to give you the presentation in the PDF format. Dear children, you can say Grignard reagent is going to react with ester, it gives rise a tertiary alcohol as well as a primary alcohol. Now, it is going to give you acid derivatives and aldehydes and ketones. Grignard reagent is going to use aldehydes and ketones uses 1 mole of Grignard reagent, while acid and acid derivatives like carboxylic acid, cyanides, carbonyl chlorides and amides, esters, they use 2 moles of Grignard reagent. So when it is used, you are going to get a tertiary alcohol. You want me to show you the mechanism? I will take a special class for Grignard reagent, no worries. Bhargav, you want me to take a Grignard reagent a special class, a 1.5 hour session? Definitely will do it. And Grignard reagent is going to react with an acids and esters and acid amides, acid chlorides and esters, aldehydes, ketones and various reactions are given like this. Any doubt? If you have any specific doubt in this, please let us know. Moving ahead, so the Grignard reagent type reactions you can see, it is reacting with formaldehyde, it is reacting with ethers, cyclic ethers to give the product like this, and it is going to react with CO2 to give rise the carboxylic acid. Grignard reagent is also reacted with cyanides to give rise ketones, and like that you see various types of reactions. How many conversions you can do with this Grignard reagent? You can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 reactions. 20 reactions you can do with this Grignard reagent. Not only this, you can be given anything. So isocyanates, cyanates, halides, all the reactions I want to show you. And moving ahead, and nucleophilic substitution reactions, you have SN1 and SN2. Quick revision about the SN1 and SN2. SN1 reaction, substitution nucleophilic reaction. It is unimolecular, order is going to be 1, it is independent on the concentration of the nucleophile, it is a 2-step reaction, and the rate law is given as a K and alkyl halide. It is independent on the nucleophile. And when this SN1 reaction is taking place, solvent is going to initiate the reaction, so that the leaving group is going to last to form a carbocation. This carbocation has a chance of rearranging. So that nucleophile is going to attack on either side of the carbocation, because carbocation is sp2 hybridized and it is a planar trigonal nature. So you are going to see the formation of the racemic mixture. So both inversion takes place as well as racemization takes place, and this reaction from here to here is going to be one step, and from here to here it is going to be two step. So two step reaction. This is the SN1 reaction. जब SN1 reaction आता है ना, stability carbocation देखना. So rate of which of the following participate SN1 so faster? So you check जो compound stable carbocation दे सकता है वो SN1 में जा सकता है. Okay, reactivity in SN1 is directly proportional to the stability of carbocation. Simple trick. आज के सेशन में आपको ट्रिक दिखाने वाला है ना. Now let us talk about SN2. In this SN2, it is a bimolecular reaction and it is going to be a single step reaction. Transition state is formed and there is no carbocation, so no rearrangement. So this reaction is initiated by solvent. So SN1 reaction is called as solvolysis. SN1 reactions are called as solvolysis. SN2 reactions, you're going to say the nucleophile has to go and break it to form a transition state. So stereochemical inversion is seen. 100% stereochemical inversion is seen. That is called as Walden inversion. And reactivity here you can see primary is more reactive than secondary, is more reactive than tertiary here. But in this case, tertiary is more reactive than secondary, is more reactive than primary. You can see the nucleophile should be going interior of the molecule and kick out this leaving group. So the nucleophile should be strong enough. Strong nucleophile favors the SN2. And here nucleophile, once the carbocation getting ready, he is coming and just nucleophile is being substituted so that it could be a weak nucleophile. To take this solvent to break this bond, it should be polar protic solvents favor SN1. And by looking at the solvent, you simply don't say it is SN1 or SN2. Solvent plays a least role in deciding SN1 and SN2. But SN2, you require polar protic solvent. You require polar protic solvent. That's very important. So Bhargav Pillai, Siri, come on. If you have any doubts, please let me know. So आगे बढ़ना. I want to talk about there is something you need to know. ज़्यादा मेहनत करके लिखा, don't worry. SN1, SN2, you can do it. Sometimes SN nucleophilic substitution reaction चाहे इसका SN1 होगा, SN2 होगा. And elimination reactions चाहे इसका E1 होगा, E2 होगा. So दोनों compete होता है, and the product that is going to form is going to be a mixture. Eliminating product versus substitution product. And a काफ़ी important है बेटा, when you take a primary alkyl halide, दिखाई दे रहा है क्या? Primary alkyl halide, when methyl alcohol is used, so this methyl alcohol is a nucleophile, so the lone pair of electron, it cannot be a base. So only SN2 100% SN2, the program is going to be OCH3 product is formed. OCH3 product is formed. ठीक है? Right? When you use a methyl alcohol and sodium methoxide or little bit of base is used, you can have a majorly, it is being a primary, majorly 90% of the substitution. Hi Suttapa Bhattacharya, hi. Only 2 people are watching. So you're watching the video or you're checking the number? Please watch the video, bacho. Sutapa, come on. And when only 2 people are watching, you just enjoy the class and take the use of this. Okay, beta? And you have little bit of elimination reaction because a base is used. When you use a bulky base, potassium tertiary beta oxide, you undergo elimination and majorly you are going to form an alkene. So there is elimination and substitution is going to be competitive. When you talk about the primary alkyl halide, preferably it undergo SN2. If you use a bulky base, definitely elimination takes place. Now let me change it to secondary. Secondary is a primary alkyl halide. Let us take into the secondary. So when you talk about the secondary alkyl halide, use the same again. You are going to get, it follows SN1 to gives rise 70% of the product, and it is going to be E1. SN1 and E1 both are competitive, and SN2, E2 both are competitive. And when you use methoxide, you are going to get almost elimination is more favored than the substitution. So E1 and SN1. But if you use a tertiary butoxide, a bulky base, preferably it undergo elimination. Bulky bases never be nucleophiles. है ना बेटा? And we have seen it was the story with the primary alkyl halide, and it is the story with the secondary alkyl halide. Now tertiary alkyl halide होगा तो क्या करो? Tertiary alkyl halide. अरे tertiary alkyl halide, when methyl alcohol is used, the major SN1 नहीं होता है, and methoxide is used. E1 98%, and bulky base E1C भी होगा, and it is going to be 100%. So like that, you are going to see various combinations of the reagents here, SN1 and SN2. And alkyl halide, when you talk about this, part 2 NCERT textbook of the grade 12, first chapter is alkyl halides. And in this alkyl halides, these are the various reactions. So you can say alkyl halide, OH minus SN2 alcohol, and it is going to be Gabriel phthalimide synthesis going to give rise to primary amines. You are going to see the various reactions like AgCN or KCN. If AgCN, it is going to give isocyanide, KCN, it is going to give rise a cyanide. And like that, you can see the hydrolysis takes place, solvolysis, alcohol, you got it, okay. And Williamson ether synthesis, you have to make the cheat sheet like this. So one chapter, one round. One chapter, one round. You don't have to read the entire textbook before you go for the examination. So this is prepared by me, and it can give you, I am giving you the way how you prepare for your organic chemistry. Yes or no? Bachcho, you can see nucleophilic aromatic substitution. Haloarenes do not participate in the nucleophilic substitution reaction. But अगर कुछ electron withdrawing group होगा तो चाहे ये electron withdrawing group nitro हो सकता है as far as the NCERT is concerned, और cyanide भी हो सकता है, diazonium भी हो सकता है. When it is attacked with a nucleophile, we are going to give you the nucleophilic substitution reaction, and this is a bimolecular, and this is the condition. Okay, when I want to talk about this chlorobenzene and react with the sodium hydroxide, so room temperature में कुछ नहीं होगा, reaction नहीं होगा. If we want to use the same sodium hydroxide followed by 300 atm and 675 Kelvin, and you are going to get the phenol like this, and this much temperature you have to use. But when you have the structure like this, ऑर्थो एंड पैरा पोजिशन में होगा तो क्या करो, सिंपली ऐड सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड एंड वार्म इट, डोंट हीट इट, सो यू आर गोइंग टू गेट, अगर कुछ इलेक्ट्रॉन विड्रॉइंग ग्रुप होगा तो ये सब्स्टिट्यूशन न्यूक्लियोफिलिक में आगे जाना है. आर यू गेटिंग और नॉट? क्लियर बच्चों? नाउ आई वांट टू टेक यू टू द 5 गोल्डन रिएक्शंस ऑफ बेंजीन. 5 golden reactions of benzene. So these are the 5 golden reactions of benzene. So look at this. These are the electrophilic aromatic substitution reactions of benzene. Only 5 will be there. And the benzene react with the chlorine in the presence of FeCl3, chlorobenzene. It is called halogenation reaction. And उसमें electrophile क्या होगा? Cl plus होगा. If the benzene react with HNO3, H2SO4, you're going to see it is nitration, nitrobenzene. उसमें electrophile क्या होगा? NO2 plus होगा. And you see SO3 is itself is a fuming sulfuric acid, उसमें SO3 electrophile होगा, and it is going to get benzene, sulfonic acid. All reactions are irreversible, but this reaction is going to be reversible. That is very, very important. Okay, Sutapa and Seri and 𝒑𝒊𝒕. If it is reacted with alkyl halide, you are going to get alkyl benzene. In that electrophile is going to be a carbocation, and it is given as a Friedel-Crafts alkylation. And you are going to get acyl chloride, you are going to get RC double bond O plus. So acylinium ion is the intermediate and attacking reagent. This is called Friedel-Crafts acylation. Like that, you have all the reactions. We can have a separate session to talk about the aromatic substitutions again, and there's a lot more discuss करना है, but limited time में जाना है. That's the reason why I want to take one more session for this conversions again, and in the next week you just stay tuned for more number of strategy sessions like this. Hope today you enjoyed the session like anything, and you just follow our sessions on the YouTube channel, and we are done for now, and we'll meet with more stuff in the next upcoming session. Thank you very much, and signing off, Suresh, Faculty of Chemistry from Infinity Learn. Please like this session, share with your friends, subscribe to Infinity Learn NEET YouTube channel. Thank you. Thank you.